Karma Rental Shop, the Concert Hall Whisperer Villain. 7:25 in the evening, and a gentle announcement flowed from the elegant speakers of the Seoul Arts Center Recital Hall. For the smooth progress of the performance, please turn off your phones or switch them to silent mode. In addition, conversation with the person beside you. Before the announcement even ended, I took my phone from my pocket, confirmed silent mode a second time, and set do not disturb just in case. The truth is, I am an ordinary office worker who knows nothing about classical music. I was simply worn out by work lately, and with the vague hope that hearing a world-class master play might cleanse my soul, I had steeled myself and spent a great deal of money. That made me all the more careful. Afraid that some ignorant move of mine might ruin the experience of the refined people gathered here, I dutifully prepared my silence exactly as the announcement instructed. The audience members to my left and right, in front and behind, all put their phones away as if by agreement and settled their breathing. This vast promise of silence was the first art of this space. 2 minutes before the performance began, a man sat down beside me. In a silk scarf with a soft sheen and glasses that were obviously designer, he began whispering to his companion the moment he sat, adding graceful gestures. Lucas Chen's condition today is the key. At the Carnegie Hall performance last time, his touch was a little rough. I gave him advice in the green room myself back then, so I'm curious how it comes through tonight. Inside I thought, wow, this must be someone remarkable. To talk with a famous performer in the green room and even give advice, that's practically an expert. I felt honored to be seated beside such a person, and at the same time even more nervous. The performance began, and the hall went as still as the cold deep sea. Lucas Chen's fingers swam over the keys and shaped Debussy's melody. But into that beautiful sound, like a flaw in a jewel, came the commentary of the man beside me. That passage needs deeper pedaling. Is Lucas a bit tense today? The tone is floating. His whispering did not stop. Glancing around, I saw the people in the row ahead turn and frown. A woman seated diagonally kept clearing her throat as if her throat had gone dry. A warning cough repeated again and again. But the man seemed to take every one of those signals as the reaction of people moved by his profound commentary, and only put more force into his voice. I could not concentrate on the music at all. It felt as though I had come to appreciate not Debussy's Clair de Lune, but this man's eloquence. Unable to bear it, I gathered my courage and whispered as quietly as I could. "Excuse me, I'm sorry, but I can hear everything. Could you be a little quieter?" At that the man looked down at me with an expression of genuine puzzlement, as though observing some curious creature. He showed no offense at all. Instead he wore a benevolent smile, as if he pitied me, and whispered, "Ah, young friend, you're trying to hear music only as one-dimensional sound. What I'm saying now is precious live commentary that points out the hidden context of this piece. Art reveals itself in proportion to what you know, and if you lock yourself inside formal etiquette, you'll miss its true value. The fact that my words sound like noise to you may sadly be evidence that your own heart is that closed. Try listening with a more open mind. This is good fortune for you." At his dazzling eloquence and his confident artistic philosophy, I went blank for a moment. Am I being oversensitive because I really don't know classical music? Is what he's doing how true connoisseurs listen? And am I calling it a disturbance out of ignorance? Suddenly my face burned with shame. Somehow I felt I had become the narrow-minded person lowering the standard of this refined hall. So I bowed my head and, in a voice that shrank into nothing, actually apologized. Yes, I don't know much about this.
I'm sorry.
The man nodded with satisfaction and resumed his commentary.